Hello, my name is Kiriath, and today we are also going to have a look at the stuff for the Ultramarines. The preview for the Ultramarines is up, although it's labelled as the preview for the Scions of Guilliman, but look, he's got the U on his head. Question is, who are they? We already know who they are. They're the Ultramarines. They've been at the forefront of Games Workshop's marketing for Space Marines for absolutely ages, as proved by the book what I have in front of me, because I just remembered that I owned this, battered though it is. This is a Space Marine Codex from 2004 is when the copyright thing was. So I'm not sure which exact Space Marine Codex this was. I can't remember what number it was, but it's the one where the entire book is basically, look how cool the Ultramarines are, and then near the back there's a little thing, there's a page that says colour variants, so that you know how to paint your Imperial Fists, or Blood Ravens, or Salamanders, or Crimson Fists, or Mentals, or Iron Hands, or White Scars, or Raven Guard. You know, just those minor, smaller chapters that you hear about when searching for the correct way to run your glorious Ultramarines. So that's who they are. Anyway, let me just put the book... Okay, I put the book down. So, let's have a look at what we've got. We have already seen how their chapter tactics work, kind of. Whatever. Let's go in. Scions of Guilliman. The Ultramarines and their successor chapters are strict adherents to the teachings of the Codex Astartes, and as such they typically adopt a flexible combat style that emphasises manoeuvrability without sacrificing firepower. Obviously, whilst the tactical doctrine is active, models with this ability that moved in your movement phase but did not advance or fall back can make attacks with ranged weapons in the following shooting phase as if their unit had remained stationary this turn. Okay, good start. Good start. So, Ultramarines Librarians will also have access to a bespoke psychic discipline that represents their indomitable mental fortitude, which of course is distinctly lacking in all other Space Marine chapters. This is very sarcastic, I do apologise, I don't know what's come over me. It's because I was looking at that stupid codex before, and I was like, Jesus Christ, they're not that good, chill out. Right, so, let's take it down a notch. Telepathic Assault. Gathering his mental might into a searing blade of psychic energy, the Librarian unleashes an overwhelming empiric attack upon his enemy's mind. Foes scream and collapse, blood jetting from their eyes as their brains burst asunder. All sarcasm aside, I love that. That's a great description. That's quality. That's amazing. Telepathic Assault has a warp charge value of 7. If manifested, select one enemy within 24 inches of and visible to this psyker. Roll 2d6 and add 2 to the result. That unit suffers 1 mortal wound for each point by which the total exceeds the highest leadership characteristic of models in that unit. Hang on, let me read that again. Roll 2d6 and add 2 to the result. That unit suffers 1 mortal wound for each point by which the total exceeds the highest leadership characteristic of models in that unit. Right, okay, I get it. I've got it now. It's fine. Don't worry, everyone. It's good. It's good. We're there. That feels very I don't know. I could see rolling like 2 1s or 2 2s, or some variation of that, like very low roll, and being really, really pissy about it. I could easily see that happening. Because I guess, mind you, it is a mortal wound for each point, so you don't want it to be like massively insane. Then again, if you roll ridiculous, you could absolutely annihilate some poor bastard. I don't know. I quite like it. It feels a little gamble heavy, in as much as everything in this game is gamble heavy. But I don't know. It's got a nice flavour to it at the very least. And if you roll well, you could do some funny things to people with that. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Okay, the satanic... Sanctic. For a minute there, I was like, wow, okay, Ultramarines have taken a turn. Okay, so, you can choose to give your Ultramarines characters a relic of Macragge instead of one from Codex Space Marines. This is actually the stuff I was most interested in, because this is where you can get like a nice kind of interesting bit of flavour from the different chapters with the relics that they've got especially. So, one such heirloom is known as the Sanctic Halo, not the Satanic Halo, and it offers its bearer unrivaled protection against harm, both physical and eldritch. So it's basically, as they say, an iron halo, but better. I feel like that's going to be a common theme, looking through this stuff. But better. The Sanctic Halo. The energy field projector built into this elaborately filigreed iron halo not only deflects bullets and repels blade thrust, it also amplifies the bearer's will. We've gone back to talking about willpower again, allowing them to withstand devastating psychic attacks in the thick of battle. Captain model or chapter master model only. A model from your army with this relic has a +3 invulnerable save. Oh, wow. And can attempt to deny 1 psychic power in your opponent's psychic phase in the same manner as a psyker. Alright. So, if you want a guy to be effectively not invincible, that's taking it a bit far. But that's not bad. That is not bad. Be interested to see what the points cost of that is. That's tasty. I mean, it says to deny 1 psychic power in your opponent's psychic phase. Is that just every psychic phase? Like, is it just every time? Because that's quite good. That's quite good. Ooh, okay. Well, I like that. I like that. So, when I say it's a shame it's Ultramarines, I only say that because I'm unlikely to run Ultramarines, so that's not going to be an option for me, but I do like it. Okay, also a large selection of special issue war gear. These serve as alternative chapter relics and can only be characters for the Ultramarines or one of their many successor chapters. So we have the Sunwrath pistol. Belisarius, that's going to immediately irritate some people. Belisarius Call gifted a score of these pistols to Rebooty Guilliman at the start of the Indomitus Crusade, who in turn bequeathed them to warriors who displayed particular valour in the face of the enemy. Which, I mean, shouldn't that just be all Ultramarines, with the way they go on about it? Constructed with superior venting cores and with an inner barrel of a mysterious heat-conducting crystal. Xenos heresy! These plasma pistols can be fired repeatedly without overheating. I mean, Clearly, there's some Xenos nonsense going on there. I mean, it is cool, so what do you expect? Model equipped with a plasma pistol only. This relic replaces the plasma pistol and has the following profile. So, 12-inch range, pistol 2, strength 8, AP -3, damage 2. Pretty solid. I like that. I want to see more of this, though. More of, like, mysterious crystals and stuff. Because it just shows that he's clearly flaunting the very idea that you're not supposed to go around taking other people's tech and incorporating it into what the Imperium uses, and he doesn't care, which, frankly, sensible man for that, if you ask me. Why not? Just go for it. Well, I know the whole, how the Mechanicus works hinges entirely on why, and why not is not the phrase to use at all, but I'm all for a bit of heresy. Have you seen my Dreadnought army? I'm all for a bit of heresy. So, we also have some stratagems and the like. So the one using an example here, 2 command points, tactical expertise, Ultramarine stratagem. Even amidst the most intense firefights, the Ultramarines fire with pinpoint accuracy, every shot aimed for maximum efficiency and economy of killing power. Again, not unique to the Ultramarines, but sure. Use this stratagem at the start of your movement phase if the tactical doctrine is active until the start of the next battle round when resolving an attack made with a rapid-fire assault weapon by an Ultramarines model from your army. On an unmodified wound roll of 6, the armour penetration characteristic of that weapon is improved by an additional 1 for that attack. You can only use this stratagem once per battle. Okay, alright. Okay, yeah, sticking another armour pen on that's okay. It's just the one. It's just the one. It's just a model, isn't it? It's a model, not a unit. Okay. I mean, to be honest, depending on what model it is, you could use that to absolutely wreck someone's highly valuable either character, or maybe if it's just a model. Oh, no, it's a rapid-fire assault weapon, isn't it? So you couldn't use it on something that's like... I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. It could be like a clutch move to get rid of someone, but yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure I'm too fussed about that one, to be honest. Right, so, believe it or not, there's loads more in the Codex Supplement. Yes, I do believe it. So there's, funnily enough, so there's tactical objectives, background section, complete with detailed chapter organization. Yes, that makes sense. Bespoke Ultramarines data sheets, Captain Sicarius, and the Honor Guard. And, of course, Guilliman. I mean, you'd expect him to be in there. Long-term Ultramarines fans will also welcome the return of Tyrannic War veterans as a dedicated unit. I like that. That's nice. That's a good... Yeah, keep that. Put that back. Keep that. Yeah, that's good. More stuff that's kept from the old whilst moving into the new is a good thing, because at the moment it kind of feels like Primaris are just whitewashing everything, just pushing everything out, and just being like, okay, this is the thing now. This is it. That's the whole thing. Primaris are the focus. Primaris are everything. even if it's just little nods to stuff, I still prefer little nods to making it seem as though like the OG guys don't exist. I don't like that way of doing things, and it's felt like that a bit recently. So yeah, having the Tyrannic War Veterans, that's good. So Bane of Tyranids, when resolving an attack made by a model in this unit against a Tyranid unit, you can reroll the hit roll and you can reroll the wound roll. Nice, I like that. Okay, there's also Chief Librarian Tigurius, who's now a Primaris. There's no fancy name for him. It doesn't work. Like Primanius Calgar was perfect. That was an absolutely perfect way of describing the ascension of Primanius Calgar. I don't think anything really works for Tigurius. Primarius? No. We'll stop that now. Okay, so Tigurius has an improved profile, complete with an extra attack, as well as another wound, provided by his Belisarian Furnace implant. Still a great name. Okay, so stat line is movement is 6, weapon skill 3+, ballistic skill 3+, strength 4, toughness 4, 5 wounds, 4 attacks, 9 leadership, and 3+ save. Okay. And the Hood of Hellfire has also been improved, so you can re-roll taking psychic tests, and it offers a bonus to deny the witch and psychic tests. So it's a +1 bonus and the option to re-roll. Ew. Ooh, okay. Hang on, how good... Let me just... Okay, so when a psychic test is taken for this model, you can re-roll the result. When a psychic test or deny the witch test is taken for this model, add 1 to the total. Fine. Is that better than... Oh man, I should have looked this up. Does that make him a bit better than Ahriman? Does that actually make him a little bit better than Ahriman? Ahriman? However you want to pronounce his name. Let me know in the comments, because I feel like it does, but I don't have his datasheet on hand. Funnily enough, because I don't play Thousand Suns. Okay, and we also have Master of Prescience. At the start of the battle round, you can select one friendly Ultramarines unit within 6 inches of this model. Until the end of that battle round, when resolving an attack against that unit, subtract 1 from the hit roll. Okay, yeah, no, that's a lot. It feels like a fair bit, and we've only got a little bit of it. The stacking rules are getting mad now, though. I feel like all the different things are just getting crazy. We've got all the all the Angels of Death stuff. We've got the different doctrines, then we've got add-ons to the doctrines in the form of Scions of Guilliman, and then when you add on like the Tyrannic War Veteran stuff, Bane of Tyranids, that's like more. This feels like it's getting very like difficult to keep track of, but I don't know whether I'm just being like I don't know. It feels like we're getting stacks on stacks of different rules that apply to different things that all do like similar stuff, but one on top of the other. It feels like this is getting pretty complicated again. Like genuinely not friendly to the newer player complicated either. Feels like we're getting a lot of stuff that's just piling on top of each other, which I'm not sure is particularly a good thing. I will say again though, this feels like I said before in the other video, looking at the new units, this feels like a totally different codex to everything else that we've seen so far for this edition. Like genuinely, it feels like a totally different thing. Like this was being like this. I don't know. Like it does not match what we've seen up until now. And I don't know whether that's just because it feels like there's been a massive, like a much bigger push for this stuff or anything, but it feels like a slightly different approach. And I can't put my finger on why. This is the thing. I could just be talking nonsense because I cannot put my finger on why that is. But there's just something about this that feels different to the other stuff that we've seen in terms of Codex releases. For like the vast majority of this edition, it feels like a slightly different approach, but again, I can't really pinpoint why. So it might just be me essentially being wrong, which, you know, let's face it, happens a fair amount. But yeah, again, let me know what you think of all this stuff in the comments down below. Is there anything that particularly jumps out at you? Is there anything that you think is a bit OP? Is there anything that seems a bit lackluster, like not that great? Let me know what you think in the comments. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things, as always, Patreon, video, subscribe, all that stuff. Click it if you like, don't click it if you don't want to. And there is, of course, a referral link, an affiliate link, even. I know what that word is. In the description down below for Element Games, which, if you're buying some 40k stuff and you bought it from there, you get a little bit off. I get a little bit of something for sending you that way. and you were going to buy all the stuff anyway. So it's a way to support the channel that requires no extra steps, pretty much. But you don't have to do that either. It is entirely, I leave it in entirely your capable hands. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Toodaloo.